Hello, everybody. This is Eliz-sha Keating from wisdomseekers.net, and we're here today for the week of the 18th to the 24th. It will be a very, very short one today. It's been a long, long day. I'm sorry to people who usually catch me in the mornings around my 11 o'clock. It's just today there was appointments that couldn't be missed. So the very, very first card I got, it's very good. It's giving and receiving. And I don't know about you, but giving is kind of easy. Receiving is not so easy, but it's also vitally important that we learn to receive as well as we get. Hi, Tracy. Hang on, I'm going to move this. I have somebody who reads for me. I'm Tracy, but she's confined to the other side of the hi, D Sparks. So anyhow, let me do this and get it out of the way.
No tangents.
Yeah, I'm good at tangents. Giving and receiving. As I say, it's really hard. But the first card for this week is the Eight of Pentacles, and the Eight of Pentacles. The Eight of Pentacles is it's a master craftsman. And we've been getting this card for us for a long time now, that we have come to the place where we are doing pretty well. We're actually more advanced than we realize. And what covers us is the High Priestess, which sort of makes my claim even more valid, right? Because the High Priestess sees things very clearly, doesn't always participate, isn't always is very aware when people can or cannot understand where they're at. All right. So what's behind us? Strength card. So no, that's two major arcana now. The Strength card, and the Strength card is all about rising above our lower natures. And anytime we rise up, we will rise above the nature that we were at, which is our lower nature. And each time we raise up, we will be changing who we are. There, things that were valid for us at one level will no longer be valid for us at another level. And what's below us? It's courage. Going forward with courage, not knowing necessarily how we're going to get there, but knowing we will get there. So it's courage and knowingness. And that's what's behind us. That's what we're working with right now. So far, the energies we're working with are very powerful, very good, and not much to complain about. So what's just in front of us is the moon. And now there's two levels to the moon. There's the subconscious that comes up, and we deal with the energies of the subconscious. And having said that, I will go read the second card, and the second card is 10 of Swords. And so the subconscious will be bringing up stuff to be released, so that this stabbing in the back is in the past. Okay, so going back to the Moon card, the other thing that it has to do with the Moon card, and it is very much with this week, because we got giving and receiving, is knowledge. The Moon card is all about knowing yourself, and with knowing yourself, you become smarter, literally. The more you clear, the smarter you get. I am somebody that you can see that I have become smarter as I've cleared away the old energies that were used as soldiers to guard my aches, my pains. You become more aware, more knowledgeable. And so we have those two things that are coming up directly in front of us. And so that's for two levels. One level is you're going to have things come up, and you're going to release, let it go. The other is you're going to realize how much you know, how far along you've come. And then I've got the Five of Swords, which I read this particular card as having gained tools. You know how to deal with certain things. With X happen, you know why is the result. Okay, so and with that comes up the Knight of Wands, and the Knight of Wands is in this case knowledge, as old hidden knowledge coming up to be remembered. And we will look at it as that of a young person. It's sort of like, oh, cool, that's so cool, that new knowledge. It's a really old knowledge, but we've got the tools to deal with it. We've got the tools to go with it. And so, like every week right now, there will be frustrations. We will look at what we've got and wish we had more. That basically means we're going towards another leveling up. And with I'm reading the energies right, the leveling up is happening now. But I mean, the leveling up happens weekly at this point. I read somewhere that that we're doing many, many years in 1 year in 2020. That's why the energy is so phenomenally pushy, but the time has gone so fast. Does that make sense? It doesn't really make sense. But there's so much happening, even when we're not doing anything, supposedly not doing anything, that time seems to have sped up. And then we get the patience card. So be very patient this week. I'm telling you to be patient. The most important person in the world to be patient with is yourself. So be patient. And so go past the place where you look at other people and think, well, they've got it all together, because I can guarantee you no one has got it all together unless you're Eckhart Tolle. I think that guy's probably got it together. But he worked for it. He's like you and I. He went through the levels to get to where he is. He worked at it. So dream your future. Now is a good time to dream your future. Dream it joyful. And I've said this over and over again. Spirituality, true spirituality is joyful. True spirituality makes you feel always good. Things can be going bad, but there's a hum underneath where you know that everything is right with the universe. So go with that. Allow yourself to take a sideways move. It's all right. You will very likely run into something and make a snap decision. It's going to be good. And when that happens, listen for the accolades. You may not hear them from other people, but you will hear them from your guides. And most of us have got to the place where we can imagine that we hear them from the guides, we cannot hear them from the guides. And our imagination, what happens in our imagination is a truth. I promise you, it's happening. You will have support. You will be lent support. You will be lent strength. You're finding your holy grail. You stay in balance. And the rest of the cards are really positive. So I'm just going to add the last one, which is another major arcana. And that is the world. And right now the world is supporting us. I know we're supposed to be supporting her, but right now she's supporting us. So accept that, giving and receiving, because we will turn around and we will give to the lady herself, the Lady Gaia herself. But right now she is supporting us. She is helping us. She is vibrating so that our new gifts, our improved gifts, our old gifts that are improved are coming to the fore. And she is the one that is helping us do that. And what do we do to receive this? How do we do this to receive that? It's very simple. We allow ourselves to give and receive because we find balance. All right? Balance is quite often the best secret kept right now. And I'm going to tell you right off the bat, I'm very tired. just that tomorrow I have extremely long reading, and I'm not going to be worth nothing tomorrow. And on Sunday we have Nicola, who's going to do healing the earth, and later in the afternoon, I do believe we will have probably on Wisdom Seekers Facebook page. We will have our animal communicator, who is just amazing. She has Native American antecedents, and it's a natural thing for her to tune into the energies and the animals. She does an amazing job. I know she talks to our dogs all the time, and I find she's just amazing. And thank you very much, M&H. That's why I don't read these things, right? Because the printing is too small for me. MH. So we will start off with MH first, all right?
He just sends $10 with a thank you and a bowing.
Whatever it is, it's cute.
Pear.
Oh, I love pears.
Okay.
The area I live in, it's an area where they have many fruit trees, and pears are one of the fruits that grows around here.
Okay, let's do her.
Let's do her. So with M&H comes up with a question, we go there with you. Notice it right away.
Yeah,
okay.
I will try to. I make no promises. Tracy T says hi. D Spark says so good to see you. Tracy T says how are you, Eliz-sha?
Well, it's been an extremely long day. We had to go to the next city over, and since Elle broke her ankle, she cannot yet drive, and I don't enjoy driving anymore. So it was a long day for me.
Mama B asks, will E contact me anytime this year?
It's not top of his list to do. I can't say he won't, and I can't say that in the next couple of weeks or a month he might change his mind. But at the moment, it's not top of his list. It's not like I'm never going to do it. But if you're waiting for something special from him, I wouldn't.
No, our Yasmin Fox says, hey ladies.
Hey, Yasmin.
Naomi C asks, if I randomly show up at Veronica's house, will her and her family call the police on me? Just to retaliate.
I do believe it wouldn't be a really good idea to
don't start drama you don't want.
You don't start drama you don't want to finish. I don't, if it's a game you're playing, you're wasting your time. If you think you can talk to them and maybe smooth things over, there's better ways of doing it. So I would say that's a big 10-4 on a no.
How does the saying go? Don't poke the bear?
Yeah.
Don't poke the sleeping bear?
Yes, please don't poke the sleeping bear.
Don't smoke the sleeping bear either.
Yeah, that too.
It.
Yeah, I don't smoke anything, but it feels like I'm smoking, doesn't it?
Moonfeather says, oh, hello, how are you both? Wondering if my guides have any messages for me. I feel another huge shift coming. Honey, when do we not have a shift coming?
And Moonfeather, you're so open to moving and changing. It's just, expect it daily. So you said you loved being back north, but you can't, and you'd like to move back north? Well, the north is calling you. It may not be that right yet is quite the time, but the North Country is calling you. They want you home.
D Sparks asks, may I have a message from my guides, please? And thank you, and many loves and many blessings.
Thank you. So your guide, you've got more than one, but this guide says to tell you that your journey is well begun, and you're becoming more sure-footed on your journey. You're more aware, more secure in your journey. So they're telling you that the journey's going to go sideways, not where you think it is. But you've heard that song about, or poem by Robert Frost, the road least traveled. You're going to take the road least traveled, and it's a very beautiful journey. And for a while, it will be a very solitary journey because there's not a lot of you on that journey. But it's one that you will evoke a great deal of, I like to use the word passion, but passion for solitude, passion for loving yourself, a passion for being present. And then a short way down the road, you're going to meet somebody, and it looks like a male energy. And beyond looking like a male energy, I can't tell you what kind of male energy it represents. But just know that the road least traveled, it's the road you're going to take. And it's very, very imminent. Okay.
So MH, because you did say if he asked a question to jump to him, asks, I just want to know how if Aisu is okay.
Oh, I know who you are. I'm sorry, I didn't recognize you with that name.
Blonde day.
Yeah, really blonde. Hang on. How about you message me on Messenger afterwards? So if you're still up, please message me on, because it's not that things are bad, but it's not. I don't think it's something. I think you would prefer to hear it on Messenger.
Some things are best remained private.
Yes.
Tracy T asks, is Dee watching me? Thank you in advance.
I got a yes.
Maria R asks, is Emiliano afraid of my family and me?
You represent.
Lollipop Hills. Sorry.
We're a little punch drunk today, as you can tell. You represent an older way of dealing with life, and it frightens him because he worked very hard to get out of an older way of lifestyle, and doesn't want to go back. He may not recognize that it is actually your older style may actually be a fine older style. So the answer would be, unfortunately, yes, he is a little bit on the feared side. But it's also like a moth drawn to a flame. So yes, he's scared, but yes, he's being drawn forward. So my recommendation is always the same. Go very, very slowly. Offer up apple pie or fruit pie to this guy. I think that's something that he can get behind, and treat him like he's special. What special? What? Make him an apple pie. Set him down with a cup of coffee. Sit down and chat with him around the kitchen table. Kind of special. All right.
Sharon Stone asks, why did JV ignore me outside today?
Was there audiences? I have a feeling that it might have been because he had an audience, and he's very, very aware of the audience, and he doesn't want to get teased. So audience would have probably been a male energy. and he's not ready. He's not ready to jump into anything with both feet. He's definitely not ready to be teased because he knows you. And whoever would tease him would be quite raucous. I would give him a pass on this particular one.
Krista Charleston says 3:44 a.m. in the UK.
Oh, what are you doing up?
Alyssa Brown asks, will Jose the Gemini contact me this year?
Not this year, no.
Tracy T adds, full moon soon.
Yes, I think, well, yeah. And it's a new moon in Libra, which is usually a gentle moon. But this time I understand there's a lot of energy behind it because Scorpio is, I have no idea. I just remember reading Scorpio is something or other, and it goes right over my head because I have no clue. So I will not go there, but it's supposed to be a very powerful moon.
We welcome any astrologers to put in their 2 cents.
Or their astrology energy.
Yes. Henry Zan asks, I ignored Maria's text message. Has she been missing me?
She was a little peeved, yes. She was actually quite peeved and stompy feet kind of peeved. I don't know if she did that in the physical, but in the energy she did stomp her feet. So I would go with she's missed you a little bit or wants your attention regardless. Okay.
Krista Charlton asks, do my guys have a message for me, please?
So I hope this is true, but they keep singing me love songs. I could have danced all night. Love is in the air. So I hope that's the truth. I hope love is in the air, and if it's not with somebody, then even better, it's with yourself. So enjoy and allow this to happen, because it does feel, what's the word? It does feel extremely positive. And the more you love you, the more you can be loved, and the more you can love. So if it's for yourself, congratulations.
Jumping back real quick to Yasmin J. She asks, will I see Mike anytime this year? I accidentally skipped over her. I apologize.
We do that.
It happens.
Yeah, you want to know if you're going to see Mike?
Yeah.
I think you may. I don't think it will be in October. May not be till later in November, December. But the energy of gaining confidence, and that's his, not yours, is strengthening. Okay?
Yasmin Fox asks, what do I need to heal? And thank you.
So there's a bit of a shadow, you're right. Everybody has a shadow, though. That's not a big surprise. So what I'm seeing is maybe a little girl between 4 and 8. And there's a fear there. And I suspect it's a child's fear. If you look at it as an adult, it won't be what you think it is. But I see you trying to hide behind something. I'm not sure if it's an inanimate or a human, but you're trying to hide behind something because there's something that causes you fear. It looks like a boogeyman. So I'm suspecting that this has affected your life. And when you look at it, you're going to find out that it was nothing except a childhood fear, which is a really good answer because then you can let it go easily. And this happens. People develop traumas from their imagination, which is probably a holdover from another lifetime. But it is something that's simple and easy to let go of. Having done that, sit quietly with yourself and allow that energy to simply move on, and you tell it, thank you. You've been wonderful. You've helped me become who I am. I no longer need you. And then other things will come loose.
D Spark says the energies around me don't seem so oppressive this past week. I'm able to move through things a bit easier.
That's really good. Congratulations. And I have noticed that the energy is starting to relax. It's starting to become less intense. It doesn't mean that we won't have a lot of things happening around us. What we need to do is pull our attention back to ourselves, continue to notice how well we are doing and how well and the strength we have, and go from there. It's the rest of the world is a distraction. The Trumps, the Bidens, the newscasts, they're distraction. So you can look at them. I recommend you do. You just don't go, oh my God, this is so awful. You just sort of, okay, I see you. Interesting. I'm aware now, and leave it. Pay attention to who you are, how you're doing, and allow, I know this sounds a little strange, but allow the energy to come in. Allow it to come in and fill your heart. And I'm not talking about earth energy. I'm talking about the new energy. Allow yourself to be in a good space.
Tay Tay asks, hello, I just wanted to see if I'm close to finding where Kyoto's new form is. I've looked at a lot of places, but they don't feel right.
It feels like it's almost like I feel a little bit of surprise you haven't found it. If you go for a drive this weekend, maybe you will find it will just sort of be a sign on the side of the road or something like that. I'm not sure. The only thing that comes out strongly is I'm surprised you haven't found Kyoto's new form yet.
Miriam M asks, hi, is the job at HB a right fit for me?
I suspect you'll be happier somewhere else. But if it's offered to you and nothing else is there, take it, because it's easier to get a job from a job. Always is. If it's the only job that's available, then take it, because there's a lesson to be learned. But I do think that there's another job that you might find that gives you more pleasure.
Krista Charlton sends exclamation heart and prayer hands.
Thanks.
Jennifer Schwab asks, hello, how are you doing? Oh, hope you're doing well. Sorry, I read. My daughter Haley found out her numbers showed gestational diabetes. Do you see her getting through the pregnancy without problems? Thank you.
Well, I'm kind of sorry about that, but many women have dealt with it, and if she can do it, follow the diet regime really carefully, which is a pain in the butt. But I mean, it's 9 months, well, 10 months. I just feel It just feels like 20 months. But we just remind her that it's for her and the baby, and she will. I see the baby being born and healthy, and I see the mom smiling and happy. I doubt it's going to be an easy pregnancy, mostly because the baby that's coming in has a lot more character than is necessarily. Have they had the ultrasound yet? One baby, and
Random says, "Whoa, hi."
hi.
Brenda Maleka. I will probably forever always get that wrong. Asks or says, "Hi, ladies. Hope everything is well." Keisha W asks, "Hi, hello, ladies. Can you please tell me how will my future husband be like? Thank you." That's all you, Mom.
Okay, I'm going to give a lecture on that one. Sorry. Your future husband will be a reflection of who you are. So the nicer you are, better you are, the more you love yourself, the better your reflection is going to be, right? The more you look at yourself and think, hey, I'm pretty cool. I deserve awesome. The more you're going to get awesome. And I'm going to put that in your lap to be awesome, and you want to attract somebody that enhances who you are and whom you enhance. And I just know that when you find the person that suits you, you're going to be happy. And it's going to be a nice happy. It's going to be a sense of contentment. And so in the meantime, make who you are the best who you are you can be. And I know that sounds a little funny, but that's all right.
Brenda asks, "Elisha, any messages from my guides?"
You don't ask them enough. You don't, it's like you're here and they're here. And when I called their names, they turned around slowly to look at me. You don't call on them enough. We live in a free will universe. You need to, you have to talk to them. You have to talk to them like you talk to me. You talk to your friend across the dinner table. You need to talk to them and say, please help me. Please feel free to assist me. And you need to do this daily, hourly, when you get to a place where life is really difficult. Please feel free to not walk this path so much alone. You have the right and you have the power to be a good communicator. And the more you ask, the more you be, the pathway will become smoother. It won't happen overnight. But practice to ask. Okay.
Tracy T says, "I always enjoy your readings. Thank you so much.
Thank
Amazing,
you.
beautiful ladies."
Thank you so much.
Brenda says, "Thank you for all that you do." His Royal Doodliness asks, "Is Jeannie my soulmate? Things have been rough, but I love her."
You know what? If it's your soulmate, it's not going to, it is very difficult to be in a relationship with a soulmate. But things being rough, that might be more a state of lack of communications. And I have noticed the last couple of weeks, the communication between people is really, really important. And there can be really silly little things that they miscommunicate on. It might be something that you said that you're thinking one thing, and she heard another. So say, okay, this is what I meant. Is that what you heard? And it doesn't hurt to ask. It doesn't hurt to put your heart on the line. The more you are who you truly are, the easier it is to be, and then going to use the word authentic with this lady. And you love her, then you trust her. Okay?
Naya asks, hello, can I have a message from my guides?
Naya?
Naya, Naya.
Now, this is a very funny image. They're showing me a canoe, not just any canoe. This is a canoe that's made out of birch bark. And I do know that in the early days before plastic and sawmills, many of the Native Americans, at least in the areas where I live, would make canoes out of birch bark, and they take the birch and peel it back. So I'm not sure what that is, unless it is that they're suggesting that you follow some of the Native American traditions. Don't feel obligated to take everything. Take what you need and what feels good, and let the rest go. It's not an all or nothing. It's not like with a Catholic Church, it's all or nothing. You can't just pick and choose. You either are or you're not a Christian or a Catholic. Okay, so just, but the Native American, and you have a really powerful Native American guide. Native American guides are usually doorkeepers. Doorkeepers which would mean that you're probably a really good channel, and I would suspect you're a medium. You find out the name of your North American guide or whomever, and he's quite old, quite ancient. Otherwise, the birch bark canoe would not be part of it. And if you're afraid, you talk to him and say, allow no one in. Or you say, allow grandma in, or whatever, So practice talking to your guide. And when you talk to them, you have your say, then you pause, and like you would in a conversation, and just wait. And then you get a sense, you get a feeling, you get a hearing, knowing, whatever that tells you what the next line is. And know that with you just beginning, the sound in your voice will have your voice to it. It will take a while for other voices to appear. But it's just practice. So know that you have some very powerful energies around you, and enjoy.
42 Locks asks, good evening, Eliz-sha. Anything my guides want me to know?
Yes, they would like you to know that this is a very funny image. They'd like you to know that sometimes it's all right to run on the spot instead of running forward. Sometimes it's okay just to run where you are, and take time to learn the new lesson. Take time. You don't have to sprint here, and you don't have to sprint there. You can take your time to learn. And they're basically saying, we know you're not going to slow down, but you can run in. What's that? How do you say that? Run on the spot?
Run in place.
Run in place. You can run in place for a little while. And they know it's against your nature to slow down. but there are times when it would be better for you to know, to take a bit of time to learn something completely before you going after new knowledge, new this, new that. And I understand that feeling. I love to learn. Okay. I love to learn certain things. Let's put it that way. Math I can leave behind.
Naya says thank you. Polynesian Princess says hi everyone.
Hey.
Donna Thomas asks who came to get my brother at his time of passing. Thank you. Many blessings. I miss him so much.
So I got a grandfather, grandmother energy, but somebody who really loved him a great deal. And he wants you to know that he's doing fine. It was a very emotional passing, not just for you, but for him as well. And he had to undergo a belief shift, a little bit of a belief shift for him to understand what's happening. And I don't know if this will ring a bell with you or not, but he basically says, don't tell her she's right. Don't tell her that when she says, I told you so, that she's right. Okay. I hope that helps.
Next.
Yes.
The Polynesian Princess asks, how will things go between me and Dylan when we meet in person?
At the beginning, it'll go really well. So don't go very I tell everybody the same thing. Go very slow. Allow him to make the moves. But also be who you are. Don't pretend to be who you're not. You're a powerful woman. Allow him space, but allow him to see that you are a powerful person, and you will be happy with a powerful man. He feels like a decent human being, honestly. If you give him time to adjust, he will adjust. Okay. Good luck, Polynesian.
Bethany Campbell says, greetings and love to all. In December 2014, I received quite a few messages from Spirit regarding energy work I was doing for Mother Earth. Will my guides please validate? Namaste.
2014?
Mm-hmm.
I think the validation would be in whether or not you've seen the results and what we're living through right now. You want to ignore the politics, and you want to look at how the earth is doing herself. The earth is a very powerful entity. The earth doesn't need us, and she's being very nice to us right now by assisting us. But she does say that your contribution was well received, and it did help her in the area that you worked in. It helped a great deal. But she's suggesting that you keep on. She's suggesting that you keep on growing and building within yourself, that there's still more for you to grow and learn. And right now, there's gifts that are opening up for you that were not there before. You should be becoming more of what you have, and it should be in areas that you're unexpected, and that would be your confirmation. Is that your growth, your own spiritual growth is growing in such a way that you're learning things that you didn't realize you could. Okay.
Yasmin Fox says, thank you so much for this. Lacar Snow asks, anything my spirit guides have to tell me, please, and thank you. Thank y'all.
Thank you all. Spirit guides for whom?
Lacar.
Lacar.
Lehcar.
Hang on, Lacar.
And I apologize if I'm pronouncing it wrong.
I'm sure we are. So this is nice. I'm seeing an outdoor. It's outdoor. It's evening. There's a bonfire, and it's calm. It's quiet. Just sitting there, and you're watching the flames flicker on something, and it's not what it's flickering on. It's the flames itself that you're watching, the shadow of the flames. And as you watch, you get messages. And so I would say that you're being given messages. Honor the messages by realizing you are getting messages, and that you are. I'm sorry, I'm getting a little tired. Like I say, it's been an extremely long day. Those messages are for you, but you're also getting messages for other people. And if they are in the right space to receive it, it would be a good idea to pass them on, because this is part of what your future is going to entail. You are a teacher, and it's kind of like they're saying, it's time. You're not you teach by giving them the knowledge that they need to go forward. But it has to do with the flames. So again, it might be that there are strong Native American influences within you. Whether you have them genetically or not, it doesn't matter. You have a strong genetic predisposition to native teachings, and the native teachings that I've seen are very, very good. I think they suit you. It's just that the fire. I think it's one of the ways that you may clue in. So some people clue in because through cards, which is cool. I pulled the healing card. Other people could see a flock of birds moving. Some people used to play they called them the knuckle bones, and they'd throw white bones down, and the way they fell, they could read the future. You read the future through the shadows of the flames. Good luck.
B. Erla says, wow, hi Alicia and L.
Hey B.
Aqua Yazi asks, hey, will the business I want to start be successful?
I got a yes. I got a yes and a check mark.
Just
having said that, it takes well.
Yep.
We're on our third year and we're still taking a while.
Well, depending on the business, like restaurants, if you don't make it, you're not successful for a business that's just opening or changing ownership for at least 3 to 5 years.
Well, we're in our third year, so hopefully we will start.
We're also not a restaurant.
No, but it's still. Most businesses take three years.
Yeah, I'm just saying it takes time, blood, sweat, tears. Motherfucker, what the hell?
Gnashing of teeth. We'll go with gnashing of teeth. We do not want to be,
We don't swear that much on these things.
but yeah, we'll go with gnashing of teeth.
Polynesian Princess says you're on later today.
I know.
We had a long day.
Yeah, I had an appointment and I had to drive to the city next. And it was just too much to do early in the morning and it would have left me too tired. So I chose to do it tonight. Tomorrow is another day. I can't do it tomorrow, but
Another busy day.
yeah, and Sunday,
Another busy day.
11 o'clock Pacific time, Nicola will be on and Wisdom Seekers, well worth the energy. I actually would recommend you go back to Wisdom Seekers today and listen to Nicola's one from yesterday. It was mind-blowing. The energy was mind-blowing and still is. So, and then in the afternoon we will be doing with Elizabeth, with Sabi, I believe. I have to check and make sure. Talking to the animals. Dr. Doolittle.
B. Erla with $1.49 super chat, and Rose sticker thingy asks, may I know what is coming up for the connection with Jeff? Thanks so much.
You know, as you grow a little bit older, and as you become a little more stable in your chosen profession, I think the energy between you and Jeff will slowly mature, and we'll get to a place where the two of you want to spend physical time together. It's going to be a very slow moving, very slow forward movement. Don't want to rush it because both of you have things that need to be done. But I do think he is part of your life. It may change in the future because we do not live in a world that is written in stone. Everything is open and feasible. But I do feel that slowly you two will manifest into a closer relationship in the physical.
Okay. Random says, I know, right? Polynesian Princess. That's why I'm surprised. Haha. She usually goes live around early morning here.
Yeah. I should do it more often in the evenings. It's actually more relaxed.
Find the perfect time in between morning and afternoon so the entire world can join us and not have to stay up until 3, 4 o'clock in
I
the
don't
morning.
think there is a perfect time for
There might
24
not be,
o'clock.
We should do a poll and see.
We should. I don't know how to, but we should.
I
I actually have a new reader on, and I think I'm going to start getting her to come on YouTube rather than Facebook and do interactive. She is amazing. She was on last week. You can go to check her out on her interactive. She was supposed to do a reading for me. Didn't get a chance to do a reading for me. She's really good.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Maria. Her name is Maria.
Yeah.
And no, she is not Spanish.
She is Grecian.
Yeah, she's from Greece.
Kesha W says, thank you. Jennifer Schwab says, yes, it seems like one from the pictures. She's 9 weeks. I'm not sure if that's early enough to tell yet.
I think it probably is, unless the only time I do feel there's only one child. And I know people said female, male. And I think it's finally settled down to a choice. I think the child finally made a choice, and I'm getting stronger male energy now than before. So we will find out who's right when the baby's ready to let us know.
I mean, 50-50.
Yeah, 50-50 chance. But I do know, and I'm 100% right on this. This child is going to, he is going to have you pulling your hair out. It's going to climb everything you watch. Have no fear. That child will have no fear.
Deb Barker says, hello from Australia. Cheers,
Hey.
Deb. Tay Tay says, thank you. Tomorrow, me and my mom plan on going to this place called Petland. There's also a place in Farmland, Iowa, where we were thinking about. I don't have much to go off of, so it's been a bit difficult.
Well, it's the wrong time of the year, too, for a batch of babies. So it might be a little older.
Might be. His Royal Doodliness says, thanks, Eliz-sha.
You're welcome.
Aqua Yazzie says, thank you. Jennifer Schwab adds, we just want healthy mom and healthy baby, so I appreciate that you see it being okay after the baby is born. We'll just have to take extra care throughout the next 7 months to get her through it.
Yes. But I mean, a mom that's pregnant should be treated like gold anyhow.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a firm believer that pregnant women, not spoiled, but treated like gold, it's a fair trade. Oh, you've been pregnant, right? You know what it's like. I don't like it. I never liked being pregnant.
She liked the aftermath of
I like the
pregnancy.
babies. I like my kids. I would have had a dozen more if I could have. But I hated being pregnant. And so TLC, lots of TLC.
Okay. Deb Baker, apologies, says, morning from Australia. Any messages from my spirit guides, please?
So they're showing me just sunlight streaming in everywhere. And the sunlight is not really sunlight. It's energy light. It's energy. And it's like, open the windows. I know that sounds really strange, but open the windows. Allow it in. Don't be afraid of it. This is your heritage. This is your birthright. This is who you are. And there's a little bit of trepidation about allowing yourself to become who you are. And you came in with this express reason to be who you are. And now is the perfect time to do that. And I watch Sky News occasionally over here in Canada. So I know the few things that are happening down there. Now is the perfect time for you to shine your light. Shine and grow. And let's see, I have the perfect picture in here of what I mean. And it actually says shine. So I'm never going to find it. But this is part of it, trust. But that's not the one I'm looking for. I can do this faster, I really can. But at this point in time, it is vitally important that you allow yourself, there it is, allow that. Allow yourself to shine. Allow yourself to accept who you are. Allow yourself to integrate and receive who you are. And yes, you're right. You don't come from planet Earth. You came to our planet Earth. So at this moment, you are Earth. You are Earth, of the Earth. You are part of the Earth. And yes, the people you grew up with, the people who love you, or a reasonable facsimile, don't understand you. That's all right. They're not meant to understand you. You're here to come in to fulfill the light. Allow yourself to grow and be that light. There, lecture delivered.
And also, not to brag, but we have a pretty cool community.
Yes, we do.
You're welcome to join.
Yeah, we have a great community, actually.
Where are we? Donna Thomas says, thank you so much. Maria Herrera asks, hello, any messages from my angels? Thank you.
Your angels are actually asking, have you found any more? And the feathers I'm seeing are black, so I'm assuming crow feathers. And these are from your angels. It's like the angels are asking if you've got any more messages from the crows. And the crows are being crows, of course. But it's like there's a light-hearted, friendly energy back and forth between the two of them, between the crow and the angels. And basically, your angels are saying, just know that we are with you. We are there for you. Okay.
Bethany Campbell says, thank you, Elisha. The messages shared was about what my higher self was doing. Sorry, I wasn't clear. And yes, time to do more. Much love and light. Anthe Geo says, hello from Greece. Dears, my young daughter yesterday had a business interview. Will she...
I think so.
Get the job. All right, there we go.
It felt like a yes.
She adds, thank you very much and kisses. I believe we can end with Kol Hamu, and I apologize for pronouncing your last name wrong. Their question asks, hi, does Robert care about me?
I wouldn't hold my breath on that one. I would keep my options open and keep your strength up. This is a very common thing with people. They and I see it over and over and over again. And it's not something to beat yourself up over. It's not something to wish that it was different. This is it just seems to be the way it is until you reach and meet that perfect person. And having said that, there is never going to be a perfect person, but there is a perfect balance. And I don't think he has that perfect balance for you.
B. Erla says, thank you, Elisha and Elle. It's just a funny thing we have between us. Like, we can't get rid of one another, but yeah.
Yeah, I noticed. You keep bouncing back.
Yeah. I mean, it could be one of those friendships that was started with a relationship, boyfriend, girlfriend, that turned into, he's kind of like my best friend. He's like my little brother.
Or business.
Yeah.
It could be a business. So I'd love to tell you, Jennifer, what works really well for nausea. I lived on ginger ale and crackers.
Yeah. Oh, Jennifer Schwab says she was originally wanting a boy. We've been spoiling her. She's been so tired and having bad nausea. Thank you so much for your time and energy. I hope you both have a wonderful weekend. Namaste. A lady that we know, Amber, her last pregnancy,
she was sick for 9 months.
She was sicker than a dog for her entire pregnancy. To the point, she's one of our favorite restaurant owners. And, like, she had people who knew her ask her if she was okay, if she was healthy, should she be working.
But she shouldn't have been working.
She shouldn't have been working, but...
She owned the restaurant.
and she's a very hard worker.
Very.
But she was sick from day one.
Well, that doesn't help, honey.
No, it doesn't. I'm just...
But I know there's one thing I find that really helps for me with nausea is a half teaspoon of ginger, a flake of pepper, honey, local honey, coconut milk, and then I put warm water in it so that I have a cup, and that really helps me. But I've not been pregnant, thank God. I'm a little old for that. But that I given that recipe to other pregnant people, and they seem to think it works for them. It coconut milk, though, not regular milk.
I'm trying to think of if I have any recipes. I don't have enough friends that have gotten pregnant too.
Yeah, and me, like I said, I lived off ginger ale and crackers.
Yeah. Until she got to me, then it was.
I was 4 months pregnant before I even knew she was coming.
Yeah, I was her spoiled baby. Or
with people with pregnancies like Al, we would have 10,000 times more babies in the world. I mean, she took 5 minutes to be born from hard labor, and I was 4 months pregnant before I even knew, and I never got sick.
Or baby brain.
But the other ones I did. I got quite sick with the other two.
Deb Barker says, thank you so much. Thank you. Sending much love.
Thank you.
I already subbed ages ago. Time difference prohibited. So blessed to be here now. Well, we are blessed to have you.
Yes, we are.
TJ says, yeah, a lot of places only sell rabbits during spring. I have found a few places that do have rabbits. I've been staying chill during this, unlike with Rin. I know I will find him eventually.
I think he'll find you, but yes.
Maria Herrera says, thank you both. Blessed night. Thank you. Have a blessed night, both of you. I read so good. Anthony Gio says, thank you, Elisha. You encourage me. Nicole Hamu says, thank you. Jennifer Schwab says, I was sick throughout my pregnancies, not just in the beginning like some women. I did ginger ale and crackers as well. Thank you for the advice.
Try the one with coconut milk. You don't want a lot of peppers. I use one little seed, and the ginger to taste.
Doreen 888.
Hey, Doreen.
Says, hi ladies, how are you? Fun to see you while accidentally up at night. Accidentally.
I don't think Doreen sleeps.
I see you. Who actually sleeps in our circles? Come on.
We none of us do. And they say the witching hour is midnight. Witching hour is 3 o'clock in the morning.
Random ends us off with, nice to catch your live streams again. Thank you for this.
So we will do this again later. We will maybe alternate between 11 and later in the evening.
And maybe we'll find a happy medium.
I'm a happy medium.
I mean, you're a tall medium.
No, I used to be a tall medium. I'm now 5'7".
No, but I mean, like, time-wise.
I know.
For just to get as much of our worldly viewership as we possibly can.
Thank you, Tate.
Doreen 888 says, yeah, really, haha. And with that, with Tate, we'll say, have a wonderful rest of your night, ladies. The live stream was lovely as always. Many blessings. Thank you, everyone, for joining us.
Thank you all.
Hello to people joining us. Hello to old people watching the on-demand video.
Yeah, I'm back in my own bed. My daughter broke her foot, so I was sleeping in her bed. Yeah, not good. Did not sleep well in her bed. So I'm back in my own bed because my bed's downstairs. Hers is upstairs. She can now walk upstairs. So yeah,
Slowly.
I am much better. Thank you. So namaste. Must go.
Bye, guys.